Before going to the first question, just to let you know, I speak French normally. I do my best with English, and I hope that everything will be fine for you. Thank you in advance. Well, Nova Spei is a band I started in 2012. I don't like trying to categorize the band. I like just saying that the band is a metal band. Some people said that we have some gent influence. Some others said that we have some prog influence, and else and else and else. So we are a metal band. Let's say crossover band. Where's groovy crossover? Anyway, we are a metal band. This band was started in 2012. The main goal for this was to go back on stage, having fun again with people, play music with friends, make new friends and else. And Dany Duplessis, our singer, and Nicolas Dumais, our bassman, joined me in 2014. Stéphane Filion, our lead guitarist, joined us in 2018, and Julien De Carufel, our drummer, just joined us a few months ago. Mostly, that's what Sequentis is. That's what Nova Spei is. So, in 2012, when I started the band, the first guitarist with who I started the band was Sébastien Aymon. And we were looking for the name and was asking us what bring us back to build the band and start playing again and again and again. So the answer to us was we had hoped to do some show. We had hoped to go back in studio and record stuff. We had hoped to play together again since we lost contact for many years. And the main word that was coming back always was a new hope. So we decided to work around this. We cannot choose a new hope at first because first it's in English, second it's a geek reference to Star Wars, and it was totally not meaning what we wanted. So since we were planning to be a French metal band, we had to find something else, and A New Hope in French is not even better. It's A Nouvel Espoir, which really sound cheesy, really cheesy. So we played with the name and came with the idea to try the Latin, and with Latin we came with Nova Spei, and Nova Spei means a new hope. So that's what the band name means. Sequentis, it's again the Latin for second chapter. So it was the easiest album title to find. We were wondering how we could name it, and me and Nicolas was playing with some words, and once again we were like, this is the next chapter. What would it give us as Latin? So Sequentis came this way. We started writing the album in 2018. Few songs was from 2017. It was the first time for Stéphane Filion to work with us as lead guitarist too. But also we all together decided that this album would be more metal, more energetic, and we wanted to raise the bar of the way we play the music. So it was for us the first time that we worked all together for real, because it was different for the first album. And definitely when you listen to this album, you can feel that we are really all together in this. It was an awesome process to do it. And at the moment when it was time to record the album, we didn't have any drummers. So we had two choices, programming or hiring someone. So we choose to hire Jordan Kiefer from France. And we sent him the demos, he liked it, he worked on it and just reproduced what we sent him, but rearranged it a better way, a functional way, and he did a so great job. We love what he did, we love the album. Well, yeah, it's important to us to have text that means something, not just writing for the sake of writing. We need something that means uh, deeply into us something. That's why when we start writing, in fact, most of the lyrics was written by Dany Duplessis. So I can say that that's why when he start writing, yeah, for sure, at first he's inspired by the music itself, but he's also mainly inspired by what he live in his life and what we all live in our lives. So that's why we have in the album some subject like the violence to women. We have a song called La Proie, which means in English the prey, and this song totally speak about violence against women, how this is something that need to stop, how this is something that is wrong, and I think that since the pandemic is getting worse and worse, and we need to stop this. I mean, as for me, I don't remember. I don't remember having heard before the word feminicide, and I think that I'm under the impression that it's getting worse and worse. Yeah, that's hard. We also speak like the song "assez," which means in English enough. And in this song, we denounce those who use a cause to embellish their image, and they do not do what they advocate in there. And yeah, I mean, each song really means something to us. The album cover was done by Philip Ivanovic. It's a artist from Montreal. He's doing stuff for many artists and many bands, but he's also doing stuff for the biggest festival in there, which called EV Montreal. And we spoke with him, told him what Sequentis was to us, and he take everything and do this hard work. I can say that the specter mean for us the fear of writing the second album. How will it be received by the fans, by the reviewers, by the media? Also, you can see a lot of roots in the artwork, and the roots just mean that Nova Spei, the band, the spirit in it, is just root in us. It's so important to us, so it's just roots. And lastly, you have a big book with the Nova Spei logo on top. This was about a joke we did in 2019 while doing a Facebook Live, and Dany Duplessis was acting like he was a preacher. So from this moment, it came a joke between us that we should have the Nova Spei Bible, the Bible of the New Hope. So that's why we have the book on the cover. Bam & Co. AV is or the label with who we work, but I also need to say that I am half of the label, so it went pretty smooth with Bam & Co. as a label for Nova Spei for releasing Sequentis, since I'd say we can do whatever we want. But I need to say that Bam & Co. EV label was built to help artists, not to limit themselves on what they want to do. For sure, we do give suggestion to the band that come to us to what they want to do in the future. But we are not there to stop them. We are not there to limit them. We are there to help them, and if we can raise them at a higher level to reach some new public, that's what we will do. That's what Bam & Co. EV is. I'd say yes and no. Today the web is full of alternative for help to help emerging groups. That do not have a label, and I mean, internet help on everything. It make everything much easier. But on the other side, several points are definitely easier when you go through a label. I'm thinking of production of the CDs and LPs. It goes really easier. We have such much better price since we do produce more with the label than if we were alone. And the distribution of the records in the record store is much easier too, because they do have contract. Not really, because we already stopped doing shows in 2019. We were done running the first album, and we wanted to record the second album. But it was a pain in the ass to record that album, to finish writing that album, because we had some limitation. We had some people had to stay in their region, because we are not all from the same region, so some were stuck in their area. We had a curfew that made us finish way earlier than before, and at some time we were not even allowed to get together at all. So it was really hard, and yeah, we didn't postpone any show, but the album was delayed for more than a year. This time I speak for the band, not for myself. Since we're doing show, I think that we got one big fail with the band. When Dany, our singer, got a technical problem with his microphone, and he just froze in front of the public. He stopped working. he just had to change microphone and do what he needed to do, but he just froze. He didn't know what to do at that moment, and while we were working on the problem, he was also froze in front of the crowd. He was just unable to find what to say to people. So we laugh a lot about it after, but it's a lesson we'll learn in our life. Yeah, it's a lot. I'll speak for me. I'll say that 2020 offered me Igor. Title was Spirituality and Distortion. This album is a piece of art to me. And if I speak about 2021, as for now, since the year is not done yet, I'd go with Zao with the Crimson Corridors, and also Equally, Architects with what's the name? For Those That Wish to Exist. Those two albums for me in 2021 are the best. It did affect a lot, I'd say. We lost many concerts, we lost some bands. Some bands won't recover from the pandemic. Some bookers are gone. So it will be a hard way to go to be back up again in 2022. We already see right now that people need to go back see show, but we are still under sanitary measure that requires to have a vaccine pass, and not everybody wants to get a vaccine, so it's hard. But we hope that 2022 will be a better year and we'll go the right way, the other way. I'd say right now the music scene in Quebec is not at its best. If we speak for the metal, the style are always a wave that goes back and forth over the years, and right now I'd say that metal is not on the top of the list, but we can see that something is raising back from the ashes. We got some new generation of people rising up and starting back playing metal and learning the guitars and bass and drums. So for now it's really hard. I think it's not the best moment, but I think that we'll get some better moment in the future. I think that metal will rise again, and the scene will go back, will rise again. So at first, for sure, release this album on November 12th. Defend the album on stage, for sure, doing the more show we can, going through the whole Quebec, trying the Ontario, and if we can go outside of Canada, if we can, it would be a big dream for us to realize. Yeah, also starting writing the third album soon. Yep. Thank you, Antichrist magazine, for having me in there. I hope that the answer will be good for you. Hope that my English will not be a problem for you. So thank you very much, and have a good day. See you soon. Bye bye.